The following is a presentation of Girard Sports Live. It's time for Girard High School Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome out. I guess good afternoon. Welcome out to Baldwin High School, Baldwin, Kansas, for the championship game of the Baldwin Invitational Tournament. The Girard Trojans getting set to take on the Augusta Orioles. I'm Josh Lettner, alongside me, Jess Murphy. We want to let you know that Girard Sports Live is brought to you by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in southeast Kansas. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. This is the consolation game of the tournament going on right now between the host school, Baldwin, that the Trojans beat by 3 last night, and Heritage Christian out of Olathe. And this one's been tight down the stretch, lots of lead changes. And the Trojans getting set to take on Augusta, who defeated Wellsville last night to earn their trip to the championship game. So the Trojans going to have their work cut out for them tonight with a very fit, I guess would be a good word for them, Augusta team. They got some muscular dudes on that team for sure. So the Trojans can have their work cut out for them tonight. We know Luke Nigaman played through a bit of an ankle injury last night. We'll see if he's able to go this afternoon for the Trojans. That'll be big for Girard. If not, Colton Dressler is going to get a heck of a workout tonight. We know that for Girard. But we'll talk about that more as we move forward through the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show coming up on the other side of the break. You're getting ready to watch the Trojans and the Orioles on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever,
Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center is one of the area's best places to work. Are you a nurse? Does caring for patients on a more personal level sound appealing to you? Then you'll love our lower nurse-to-patient ratio. We also have positions open in other departments. Benefits include state employee health plan, 457 retirement plan with match, life insurance, paid time off, plus employee and family discounts on services. Best of all, your coworkers are like family. For more information, contact Greg Sullivan, Director of HR, or apply online at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Welcome back out to Baldwin High School. Waiting for this one to wrap up. The consolation game between Baldwin and Heritage Christian. Right now, Heritage Christian leading it by the score you see there at the bottom, 64-59. I do want to let you know that our pregame show is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. Serving the area for over 30 years, stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. And Jess, it's a Saturday, so Chiefs playing right now.
Yep.
And you got that on your phone there. We'll just try not to zone out into that today. And there's lots of dads in the stands. Pretty good crowd today for a Chiefs playoff game. And a lot of phone watching going on out in the crowd right now. But this one's pretty close between Baldwin and Heritage Christian. And Baldwin really trying to avoid dropping their second game in a row. The Trojans defeated them last night 45-42 to advance to the championship game. And that win did not come without its costs, though, Jess. The Trojans suffering some key injuries last night. We saw Aiden Troike injured his ankle in the fourth quarter, had to leave the game. He will not be in action today for Girard, so they're down two guards. And we know that Nigaman was playing with that injured ankle, so we'll see if he's able to go today. And this is a very physical Augusta squad. The Trojans, not a team that you want to go against shorthanded, so this the healthy guys and Coach Westcott really going to have their work cut out for them tonight.
Right. It's going to be a whole team. There's going to be different substitution patterns than I think we're used to. You're going to have to maybe be careful to try to your best to stay out of some foul trouble, being 2 people short already.
And there's going to be some young guys who are going to get some key minutes tonight for the Trojans. And, you know, we joke about it, but you'll see it coming up here on tape. Augusta's got some dudes.
Right.
And,
they passed the eye test for sure.
Yeah, they're physical specimens. Now, how gifted they may be at the game of basketball, that's up for discussion. But as the game winds down into the fourth quarter, the more physical team's going to have the advantage. And tonight, the Trojans are going to be without some starters and some senior leadership. So an opportunity for a team win here for Girard, and that's what it's going to take, Jess.
Yep, for sure.
But still a winnable game.
Oh, I believe so,
I mean, we watched Augusta play
Yep.
some last night, and this is a winnable game for the Trojans, but it's going to take everybody.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree.
All right, we're going to step away for our second break of the pregame show. We come back. This one's going to wrap up. 15.3 seconds left. Baldwin trailing by 5. Desperation time for the Bulldogs. And we'll have the result for you here on the other side of the break. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School. Baldwin, Kansas getting set for the championship game of the Baldwin Invitational Tournament. Right now, the third place medals being handed out to Heritage Christian, who defeated the home team Baldwin here tonight. 67-61, was that the final on that one?
Yes.
But second loss in a row for Baldwin, just their third of the season. They fall to 9-3 on the year. I don't have Heritage Christian's record in front of me. Sorry, I failed you all. But nonetheless, Trojans getting ready to settle it with Augusta tonight. The Orioles come into the game 6-4. They have a win over Wellsville last night. Augusta beat Wellsville last night. They have a win over Heritage Christian as well in the first round of the tournament.
I don't believe so. I think maybe Heritage Christian beat Augusta.
Okay, here we go, Jess. Now look what you've done to me.
Because, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Augusta beat Heritage Christian 63-57, then beat Wellsville by the exact same score to advance to this championship game. And so they're got a pretty good average here, 63 points per game. Trojans had 64 against Bishop Seabury in the first round, but a very low-scoring affair, a 45-42 win over Baldwin last night to advance to this championship game. We're going to try and scratch together some starting lineups for you as we move closer to tip-off. Just under 15 minutes before these two teams face off here in the championship game of the Baldwin Invitational. Trojans suffering some injuries. We'll talk about that more a little bit as we move forward through the pregame show. We'll take another break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball, or you're getting ready to anyway, on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Girard Medical Center is one of the area's best places to work. Are you a nurse? Does caring for patients on a more personal level sound appealing to you? Then you'll love our lower nurse-to-patient ratio. We also have positions open in other departments. Benefits include state employee health plan, 457 retirement plan with match, life insurance, paid time off, plus employee and family discounts on services. Best of all, your coworkers are like family. For more information, contact Greg Sullivan, Director of HR, or apply online at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School, Baldwin, Kansas. Trojans about 12 minutes away from tip-off against the Augusta Orioles. Coming out of Butler County. Probably about the same distance to travel that the Trojans had to get to tonight's tournament. The Trojans made it to tonight's championship game by way of a 64-36 win over Bishop Seabury on Tuesday night, and then a 45-42 win over the host school Baldwin here last night. And Augusta Oh, wrong way. Augusta made it here tonight with a 63-57 win over Heritage Christian Academy and then a 63-57 win over Wellsville last night. They come into the game 6-4 overall this season. They're a 4A school, so they're not a playoff opponent or a possible playoff opponent for the Trojans later on this year. They got to be one of the smaller schools, I would think, Jess, in Class 4A, but I guess Augusta, it really is growing out there, so might not be the case anymore. But we do want to take a look at some of the scores going on, or some games going on around the state tonight. Of course, it's Saturday, so kind of a weird night for high school basketball, especially during the Chiefs playoff game, which I'm not bitter about at all.
I can tell.
Yeah. Let's look at matchups from around the area, brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing. You can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. Some of the games going on around the area tonight. Washburn Rural is at Pittsburgh. Galena at 10-0 is taking on Thomas Jefferson Independent Day School from over in Joplin. They are 11-3 this year. Columbus at 9-1 is at 5-6 Parsons. So, and I believe there's other tournament games going on in Pittsburgh and possibly Frontenac tonight as well. Those aren't listed on Max Prep, so I have to dig around to find them. Make it a minute to do that here in a little bit. But those are some of the matchups going on around the area tonight. We're about 9.5 minutes away from tip-off. We'll take another break here in the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at starting lineups as we get closer to tip-off from here in Baldwin. The Trojans and the Orioles coming up on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumbacks for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumbacks is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School, getting set for tip-off of tonight's matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Augusta Orioles. I'm Josh Leitner, alongside me, Jess Murphy, and bear with us with some of the, which is sure to be some anomalies coming up here as we try and get our video equipment switched over. The Baldwin crew, Bryce is here, set up, and we're switching stuff out and sliding stuff over, and so things are happening. That's all I can say. Things are happening. Trojans getting set to take on Augusta here in the championship game of the Baldwin Invitational. Trojans kind of been bit by the injury bug here of late. They're playing tonight without the services of Ethan Brooks, without Aiden Troike, who twisted his ankle last night, and without, well, with injured Luke Nigaman playing through it. Rolled his ankle in practice, and so Luke's gutting it out for the Trojans, but they are definitely shorthanded here tonight against what we have seen to be a pretty physical Augusta squad. And in this tournament, these officials have just kind of let it go, and so the Trojans are going to have to match that level of physicality tonight against Augusta. Chiefs playing right now. Last I saw, they're up 10-7, which is not enough. Not enough.
Go Jags.
What?
I don't know. Just like to be the
Jess, you're going to
guy everybody gets mad at.
Oh, my goodness. Here it comes. Trojans getting ready to take the floor for their warm-ups. We're about 4.5 minutes away from tip-off, and we're still shuffling stuff. You got enough cord there, man? Does that reach you? Do I need to slide down further?
No, I'm
closer to you?
Shouldn't be.
Because I can do it. I'm not scared. Okay.
As long as I don't go wandering too far this way, I think we're just right there.
You are a bit of a wanderer, Jess. Let's see if we can slide maybe. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, look at that.
I don't know how. I want to zoom in maybe a little tighter here.
Yeah.
That look good on your screen there, Josh?
Looks nice.
Yep.
You can see it on your screen.
Yeah,
too,
but I don't know what it looks like on
It looks just like that. All right, well, everybody's getting a little look behind the curtain here.
Yep.
There's the sausage being made here on Girard Sports Live tonight. All right, well, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Our starting lineups are brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylists Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Eva Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. First for the I just put it down, Jess. It's lost everything in our move here. First off, for the Augusta Orioles, they'll start number 3, a 5'11 senior Marcus McClanahan. Number 10, a 6' junior Isaiah Blackwell. Number 12, a 6'6 senior Caden McDaniel. Number 22, a 5'11 freshman Brody Haskell. And number 25, a 6'3 junior Gavin Kaiser. And Kaiser is one of those guys that kind of jumps out at you when you talk about the eye test. For the Girard Trojans tonight, again, they'll be playing without Aiden Troike, without Ethan Brooks, so they lose a starter in Troike and a dependable bench player in Brooks.
Two ball handlers, and that's going to put extra pressure on Brett Clevenger, the 6' senior who's getting the start tonight in place of Troike. The Trojans will also start number 11, 6'4 senior Luke Nigaman, number 12, 6' senior Alex Kester, number 22, 6'5 senior Tommy McDowell, and number 25, 6'2 senior Aiden Damon. The Trojans going to have to take care of the ball tonight and match the physicality inside of this Augusta squad. And again, they're dealing with some injuries, as everybody is this time of year. It's kind of a battle of attrition down the stretch in high school basketball, and Trojans certainly not immune to that. And so we'll see what we get tonight out of both of these teams here in Baldwin, and it should be a good one. We'll step away for the final break of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. We'll be back with tip-off from here in Baldwin, the championship game of the Baldwin Invitational. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Baldwin. Making the introductions right now of the starting lineups. We took care of that before the break. Trojans get set to tip it off here against Augusta in the championship game of the Baldwin Invitational.
6'3" junior, number 25, Gavin Kaiser.
Trojans come into tonight's game 7-2 overall on the season. Augusta 6-4.
The Augusta Orioles are head coach by Ryan Penny, assisted by Brett Robert.
You see the Trojans over there, and there's Aiden Troike on crutches right now for Girard, and he's their usual point guard. So those duties are going to be taken over tonight by Brett Clevenger. Brett's certainly up to the task. Jess, I think the key for him is going to be to stay out of foul trouble tonight early in the ball game so that he can be available in that rotation for Coach Westcott. And
Brett plays normally a lot of minutes anyhow. He just doesn't start a lot of ball games. So big motor that Clevenger's got. So like you
he's
said,
got a long reach. He's a good defender.
Yep.
And streaky shooter when he gets hot shooting the
ball.
ball.
Basketball.
And a lot of times on the defensive end, especially under the boards, he's right place, right time guy. Trojans set to tip this off. Your opening tip brought to you by Lorette Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Lorette Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying. Get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even classes from Lorette Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. Augusta controls it off the tip. And we're underway. Brody Haskell gives it up to Gavin Kaiser. And now McClanahan with it, gives it up to McDaniel. They get it to McDaniel down in the lane. His shot partially blocked by Clevenger, and the Trojans come away with it. Good defensive stand that time by Girard under the bucket. Luke Nigeman gets the ball out high. Trojans settle into their offense. Kester with it on the far side. Baseline to Clevenger in the corner. Now back out to Nigeman up top. They're going to work it around the perimeter. Kester thought about a three. Puts the ball on the floor. Now back out to McDowell. He'll try the three. Too strong off the back iron. And Augusta with the rebound. Kaiser comes down with it. And this is Haskell to Kaiser. He'll try the shot from free throw line. Short. Rebound. Luke Nigeman.
Trojans again in the half-court offense here, trying to break the ice. Nigaman over to McDowell on the baseline, and he hits the 15-foot fadeaway. And the Trojans take a 2-0 lead. Kaiser with it, looks down low for McDaniel, now gets it out to McClanahan. They'll reset. You know they want to get the ball down low. And here goes Haskell on the drive. His wild shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Nigaman, but then the rebound stolen away by Kaiser. His putback's good, and then the foul on Luke. So Kaiser will head to the free throw line. A chance for the three-point play. That's first foul on Luke Nigaman, first foul on the team. Kaiser hits it. So Augusta with the 1-point lead. Kester down low to McDowell, working, kicks it back out to Nigaman, thought about a three, now down low to Kester again. He's in trouble, kicks it out. Down low to McDowell, and his shot off the glass is good. Tommy McDowell, 4 points. Trojans back on top by 1. Kaiser with it, over to Blackwell. Now up top, shot on the way from McClanahan is good for 3. Augusta coming to play here early in the ball game. Trojans trail by 2. Up top to McDowell, on the wing to Clevenger into the corner to Damon. Trojans continue to swing it around to Clevenger, thought about a 3. Now up top to Damon, he'll take it. Just off the mark, rebound comes down to Haskell. And Augusta back on the offensive end here, leading by 2. Kaiser out, shot on the way from McDaniel is good for 3. Oh, Augusta with the hot hand here early. Trojans trailing by 5. Over to Clevenger. He'll put it on the floor. Baseline. Off the glass is good. And they're going to whistle Clevenger for the charge.
Wow.
That was so deep under the basket, Jess.
Wow.
I think guy was standing behind the basket and somehow gets the charge call. And no coach is going to be happy with that call. So erase the bucket. Trojans still trailing by 5. Clevenger with his second team foul on Girard. McDaniel with it on the wing. Kicks it into the corner. Haskell shot on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound Nigaman. And the Trojans on the offense trying to cut into this lead. Kester into the corner to McDowell. He'll put it on the floor. Now gives it up to Clevenger. He'll try the 3. Off the mark. Not much jump on that shot. And Augusta with it again. Haskell working against Clevenger. Kaiser gets it down low to McDaniel. Working against Nigaman. Working against McDowell. Shot won't go. Trojans with the rebound. Here they come on the offensive end. McDowell backs it out to Kester. Now they'll work it around the perimeter. Looking for a cutter. Kester in the corner, back out to Nigaman. Across the way to McDowell. McDowell, he'll try the 3, too strong. Rebound comes down to Blackwell. Now Haskell with it. Almost carried it. Gives it up to McDaniel. We've seen he can hit that shot. Now here's McClanahan for 3, won't go. Rebound McDowell. He's pushing. Over to Damon, back up top. Now down to McDowell on the blocks. Off the glass and good. And that's what the Trojans need to be doing, Jess. Get to the blocks. 6 points for Tommy McDowell. He's got all 6 for Girard. And they now trail it by 3.
They're going to get a moving screen against Augusta. And they got that one against McClanahan. That's his first team foul on the Orioles. Substitutions into the game. Colton Dressler in for Girard, replacing Clevenger. So a lot of ball handling duties now for Alex Kester and Aiden Damon. Get it back to Kester on the baseline. His shot on the way, just off the mark. Rebound Dressler. Nice pass to find McDowell. And he's got 8 points. And Trojans trail it by 1. I think they found something down low.
Yep, hope they can just keep going to it here.
So this is Logan Ruddle just checked into the game for Augusta. He'll give it up to McDaniel. Haskell thought about a 3. Now back up top for Kaiser. They work it around the perimeter. McClanahan with it. Daniel. Ruddle goes baseline, and he's going to draw a foul, I believe, against Aiden Damon.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Damon's first.
Different set of refs every time we've played.
Got to adapt to survive, Jeff. Thought Augusta was going to try to run the old 6-man offense. That's you can get away with it. I get it out. McClanahan shot on the way for 3, short, off the mark. Rebound gathered by Nigaman, and the Trojans have an opportunity to tie, take the lead, something here. Alex Kester, back cut, kicks it back out to Dressler. Now McDowell shows 3, kicks it back to Nigaman in the lane. Turnaround jumper off the mark, and it's tipped out of bounds by Kester. It'll stay with Augusta.
Good look there.
Yeah. McDowell wasn't feeling the open 3, put it on the floor, and Nigaman was open, but I just don't think he was expecting things to unfold like that. Nonetheless, Trojans come up empty. Augusta here with the 1-point lead. Haskell to McClanahan. The corner, McDaniel looking down low. All right, Caleb Martin into the game, number 20 there, battling for position down low with Luke Nigaman. And back out to McClanahan as he almost draws the trap there. Ruddle up top. Get the feeling Augusta maybe trying to slow things down and buy minutes. Nice rebound by Ruddle, and the putback is good. And Augusta by 3. Nigaman down low. Colton Dressler on the baseline, kicks it back out to Luke. Now they'll work it around the perimeter, back to Luke. Top to Dressler. McDowell, Damon looking for help. Needs to put the ball on the floor. There we go. Back around to Dressler. Kester at the elbow. Shot on the way is good. Alex Kester with the first quarter buzzer beater. Cuts the lead to 1. Trojans trail it 11-10. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0300. 5341.
Welcome back to Baldwin. Trojans trail it by 1 after the first quarter. Augusta's made some clutch outside shots. Gotten some important rebounds. Trojans still trying to find their groove here with this lineup on the floor tonight. Kester crosses over, has it stripped away. And first turnover of the night on the Trojans. Tipped out of bounds, though. Good effort by Damon. And it'll stay with Augusta. I'm going to say last touch by Damon. Got a sub into the game. McClanahan coming back in, replacing Caleb Martin. Get in, stolen away by the Trojans, then stolen right back by Augusta. It's the same thing we saw last night with the Trojans. They create a turnover and then give it right back. And that one's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by McDowell. Stay right here with Augusta. Last night for that, a lot of that first half, it seemed like Baldwin was the quicker team to the loose balls. And the Trojans really picked it up in the second half. But so far, the officials trying to tell Augusta's bench to sit down. Yeah, there's the foul and the bucket for McDaniel on the lob. And Kester's going to get whistled for the foul. That's his first. Fourth team foul on the Trojans here in the first half. It sends Caden McDaniel to the line. 5 points so far from McDaniel, make it 6. And it's a 4-point lead for Augusta. And it's been that kind of game for the Trojans. Just can't get the bounce to go their way in certain occasions, and Augusta has. You see it right there. Clevenger with it, down low, draws the foul, and he's going to earn a trip to the stripe. That was about 10 feet deeper under the basket earlier. That was a charge, Jess, but
yeah, there's probably a lot more contact on that one than the charge that they called him on.
The flop.
LeBron James play.
Yeah. First shot on the way for Clevenger is good. Hey, I love a good acting performance, though, Jess. I mean, I tried to flop as much as possible myself back in the day, so I can appreciate a good fundamental flop. And Clevenger misses the second. Trojans trail it by 3. Flanahan with it up top. Gives it up to McDaniel. Now Blackwell, another lob over the top, and they're going to whistle another foul. Kester wasn't even looking at McDaniel as he came soaring in over the top, and the Trojans going to have to keep an eye out for that one. Get bit by it twice in a row, and if you're Augusta, you just keep running it. I think Coach Westcott's looking for a moving screen that led to that, but not going to get the call. Here's the shot by McDaniel, no good. Rebound tipped around, and the Trojan finally comes up with it. Aiden Damon kicks it back up top to Nigaman. Back in the corner to Damon. Shot on the way, off the mark. And Aiden's had a heck of a time shooting in this gym. Just 2 points last night, and not a lot of points against Bishop Seabury either. Not shooting anyway. Had some breakaway layups in that game. Not a lot of that tonight, as Augusta's done a good job of taking care of the ball. McClanahan misses the shot. And they're going to whistle Clevenger with the foul on the rebound. 2 on Brett. And now time for Coach Westcott to start digging into the bench. Dressler into the game. It'll move Alex Kester to a guard position. Blackwell with it again, a lob over the top. Not there that time, and now they got a foul on a scoop shot by Gavin Kaiser. And it's getting kind of ridiculous, Jess, because Kaiser's in there throwing elbows.
Yep.
Hits the first. Trojans, if they're going to let them get away with it, Trojans got to match this style of play. And you can't just be the victim of it all night. But it's taken them a moment to adjust to this officiating crew, which is very different. Second shot is good. Trojans were pretty physically aggressive early in the game, not so much now, and there was a real emphasis on getting the ball down low. There they try to get it to Nigaman, off his hands, out of bounds, turnover. And you just see him struggling a little bit on the offensive end with this group of personnel that they have tonight. And there's a timeout on the floor.
30-second. Coach Westcott.
Stay right here. Coach wanted to talk it over before this game starts to get out of reach for the Trojans. They're trailing by 7 right now.
Yeah, for what they did good in the first quarter, they're pounding the ball down inside. Whether Augusta's made a defensive adjustment or what, it just hasn't worked so well here early in the second period.
Up just Jacksonville's within field goal range, 34 seconds. In the first half, Chiefs leading at 17-7, playing without Patrick Mahomes right now. He was injured earlier in the game. Chad Henne has been in there, and he's doing okay so far. Augusta with the ball coming out of the timeout. McDaniel gets it around to Kaiser now. Ruddle with it. Back out top to McClanahan. Working against Kester. Trojans probably trying to turn up the defensive pressure a little bit. Shot on the way is good for McClanahan. And it doesn't help the Trojans when the other team's shooting the ball as well as they are right now. You know, you're trying to adapt to some injuries and playing your second game in as many days. They played the late game last night. And, of course, Troike injured last night, trying to adapt to that without any practice time, really. And struggling right now against the Augusta Orioles. Ball tipped away out of bounds. Another turnover by Girard. .508 to play here in the first half. Looks like Chiefs are going to go to halftime leading 17-10, barring disaster. That one stolen away by Kester. On the run, down the lane. Can't get the shot to fall. Clevenger's follow is good. 3 points for Brett Clevenger. It leads back down to 8. Girard crowd wanted a foul there, but not getting it. Trojans have been the beneficiaries of just 2 foul calls here in the first half in a very physical game with Augusta. And there's a timeout called by Coach Ryan Petty. Again, Augusta gets to the loose ball. It's been a kind of a game of streaks, though. The Trojans had some streaks of their own, but Augusta's really owned this second quarter.
Yeah.
Girard just with 2 points. I'm sorry, 3 points here in the second quarter. They trailed it by 1 at the end of the first.
Right, still 4.5 to go. Whose ball? It's going to be Augusta's ball with the jump ball situation. I guess they had possession of the ball. He got timeout, so it was never a jump ball. Correct?
Right.
And, yeah. But I still think Trojans, they're just feeling their way through. I've seen them do this numerous times, kind of like a heavyweight boxer. They just feel their way through the little bit here, and once they see an opening, just learn to attack it and get some things going, but they're going to have to get a few stops.
I think they got to keep pounding the ball down low, try and get some of these big guys from Augusta in foul trouble. That's kind of wishful thinking you're going to get a foul call, but
yeah, 7
I think
to 2.
That's what worked well for them in the first quarter.
Every foul the Girard commits, Augusta will be shooting from here on.
Clevenger guarding Haskell. He's playing with 2. He'll drive baseline, kicks it around to Ruddle, now up top to McDaniel. Daniel working against Nigaman, who loses his footing, back up on his feet. Luke wanted a push, and they're going to get a travel against Luke talking to the official right now like, hey, bro. Are we playing at like some sort of correctional facility here, or is this a high school game? Over to McDowell on the wing. Up top to Clevenger. Around to Kester. Back to Clevenger. Drives baseline. And there's a foul. And Brett will earn another trip to the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 from the stripe tonight. Stops clock. 3:48 to play first half. Trojans trying to cut into an 8-point Augusta lead. Clevenger hits the first. And hits them both. 3 of 4 from the stripe tonight for Clevenger. He's got 5 points. Trojans trail it by 6. Haskell with it. Looking for help. Into the corner to McDaniel. Back up top to Haskell. They'll swing it around. Ruddle's shot no good. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball. Well, that's a big possession here, Jess.
Yep. Need some more points here. Could keep cutting into that lead. Still 3.5 to go.
And you saw it. Clevenger went to the bucket, drew a foul. It just needs to be. I think you just got to keep attacking Augusta here. Don't settle for the 3-point shots. McDowell into the lane. Little baby hook is up and good. 10 points for McDowell. Trojans trail it by 4. 3 minutes to play first half. Girard crowd starting to get in to the game. Those that made the trip here to Baldwin. And it aren't a short one, Jess.
No, cold, snowy outside.
Nice wintry mix today up here in northeast Kansas. Pass ahead to Clevenger. Off the glass, can't get it to go. And then Kester's going to get an over-the-back foul on the rebound. This guy's got Alex's numbered.
Yep.
He's really watching him tonight. Second on Kester. He'll take a seat.
She's third.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Kester's third.
Got 2 quick ones there on the.
Yeah, on the lob passes.
Right.
Yeah.
For just standing in the wrong spot.
Clevenger can't bring in the rebound. Hits the floor hard, and Trojans don't need any more injuries. And it'll stay with Augusta. We've seen a lot of this. Trojans just not able to corral a loose ball or a rebound when they really need it, and Augusta getting second, third, and fourth chances on possessions, and that'll just kill you. Haskell gets it into McDaniel. His shot blocked, gets his own rebound, gets it again, and then draws a foul. And I think they're going to get Colton Dressler with this one. Nope.
Oh.
Aiden Damon. 2-1 Damon.
Well, I just agree. It's just, for some reason, that just ball
like
doesn't bounce the right way
well,
here.
And when they get it in their hands, it's like a greased pig. McDaniel's shot off the mark. Ball tipped out of bounds. Off of Augusta, finally. And it'll be Girard basketball.
Kind of a whole 180-degree different. Last night, the Baldwin sprinted up and down the court. Here, both teams are pretty content to play a half-court offense.
McDowell open for three. He'll take it, and it's good. Finally, the Trojans hit a three-point bucket. McDowell's got 13 points, and it's down to one. There's a timeout on the floor. Full timeout. We'll take it as well. Trojans drawn closer here on Augusta. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School, Baldwin, Kansas. Championship game of the Baldwin Invitational Tournament. Trojans trailed by as many as 8, but they've really surged here towards the end of the second quarter, and they've cut Augusta's lead to 1 here with 2:24 left. Augusta will have the ball coming out of the timeout. Trojans finally got a three-point shot to fall right before the timeout. Tommy McDowell hit it. He's got 13 points tonight of the Trojans' 20, and they're going to need him to keep producing for 4 quarters tonight against a very confident Augusta team. It really came to play tonight. There's a nice pass down low, finding the cutting Ruddle. He's got 4 points, and the lead back to 3 for Augusta. Corner to McDowell. Wing to Nigaman, up top to Damon. Back on the baseline to McDowell to Nigaman. Little 15-foot jumper won't go. Rebound comes down to McDaniel for Augusta. Had good position on Dressler and Clevenger. Gets the clutch rebound, and now Augusta with an opportunity to add to that lead. As we tick down around a minute and a half to play here. First quarter, almost a turnover there. Trojans get back defensively to their assignments. Ruddle. Baseline trying to get it to McDaniel. Tipped away again. Trojans can't come up with it. Haskell with it. Now they try to work it down low. Clevenger got a hand on it. Couldn't haul it in. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Augusta. You go put some stick them on their hands at halftime, Jess, like they used to use the NFL. When by the end of the game, the wide receiver looked like he was wearing a mitten of grass. Some of that stuff.
Might be hard to shoot with that on.
Yeah, you know. Shot no good. Colton Dressler with the rebound for Girard. Way to go up and get it. Now McDowell looking to push. To Nigaman, to Clevenger, down low to Damon. Almost lost his footing. Now to Brett again. Dressler back out to Damon. And on the perimeter now to Clevenger. Corner to Damon again. Trojans continue to work the ball with the pass. Dressler off the glass and good on the feed from Tommy McDowell. First bucket of the night for Colton Dressler. Lead back to 1 as the Trojans bring in the half-court trap here. Aiden Damon doing a lot of work in the middle of that defense. Out top for the Trojans. They try and speed this game up a little bit here for Augusta, as there looks like they're content to hold for the final shot of the first half. Blackwell puts it on the floor, now gives it up to Ruddle. Back to Blackwell. And there's a charge on Blackwell right into Luke Nigaman. Big play by Nigaman. Finally a foul call against Augusta. Just their fourth of the game. That one goes against Isaiah Blackwell.
Trojans chance to take the lead into half right here.
Yeah, how big would that be? I mean, things look pretty bleak about halfway through this second quarter. And the Trojans just come roaring back here.
These last 4 minutes.
And now they got an opportunity here. 3 seconds on the clock. Luke Nigeman down the lane, and they're going to wave it off. I think they're going to give Luke the charge. So he takes one and gives one back. And that should be free throws, right? For Augusta. Luke just got all that going and just a little bit out of control.
Put a half a second back on is what I heard.
And no free throws because that's an offensive foul. So they're going to bring Scott Moore into the game so Luke doesn't pick up another one here cheap at the end of the half. That's 2 on Nigeman. And they're also going to bring in Ranson Bourne and sit Aiden Damon. Give him a little breather. Coach getting everybody lined up where he wants them for this final half second.
Don't foul.
Long
here.
pass.
He
and stepped over the line.
Now
and that's a turnover. Now the Trojans.
Right.
Do they have a lob play from the baseline over here?
I promise you they do.
And I think McDowell's probably not the one who ought to be throwing it in. Okay, there we go. Nigeman will inbound. Trojans have a tall lineup on the floor right now with Dressler, McDowell, and Nigeman on the floor. Clevenger got some good height as well for Girard. And the officials really want to keep Augusta's bench in their seats. No excitement, kids. They get it in. Shot on the way from McDowell. Buzzer beater won't go. Just off the mark. But a good rally by the Trojans. They cut an 8-point lead back to 1. They trail it 23-22 here at the break. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Whether you're suffering from the latest bug going around or have a chronic illness that needs regular monitoring by a physician, Girard Medical Center clinics offer quality care for your family close to home. 5 clinics are available throughout Crawford, Cherokee, and Bourbon counties, including Girard, Arma, Frontenac, Cherokee, and Uniontown. Our express care is also available Saturdays, Sundays, and most holidays for the unexpected illnesses that arise. Girard Medical Center clinics and express care, caring for our communities one patient at a time.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed. Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School, Baldwin, Kansas. We're at halftime of tonight's championship game of the Baldwin Invitational. At the break, the Trojans trail it 22-23. They trailed it 11-10 at the end of the first quarter. So pretty even scoring. Trojans actually tied with Baldwin. Each scored, or with Augusta, each scoring 12 points here in the second quarter. And it's been nip and tuck so far, and very even game except for the officiating, Jess. And Trojans got to be pretty happy with the fact that they were able to rally back there at the end of that second quarter and draw this one as close as it is.
Right about midway through that second quarter, I think Baldwin had took a 12-point lead at one time, 8 for sure, and then Trojans.
We both keep calling Augusta Baldwin.
Did I call it Baldwin?
Yeah.
I meant Augusta,
the
Orioles. But my point was going to be that at 4.5 minutes left in the second quarter, we both decided Trojans needed to do something different. And there was a timeout by Coach Westcott, a 30-second timeout. He kind of gathered the troops, rallied them around. They got a couple turnovers, turned them into points, and next thing you know, Trojan has a chance to take the lead in the half.
Our halftime show brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers. Well, I just lost it, Jess. I just lost it. Here we go. With the highest quality in financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years, personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Well, Trojans trailing it by 1 after a big flurry to end the second quarter. They had a shot, a good-looking shot by McDowell to possibly take the lead into the locker room. That one just off the mark, and so they trail the Augusta Orioles 23-22 at the break. We'll step away for a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the scoring totals here for the first half as we move closer to second half action from the Baldwin Invitational Championship game. Trojans and the Augusta Orioles on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Canara Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Canara Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School, Baldwin, Kansas. At the half, Trojans trail the Augusta Orioles by 1. Let's take a look at some of those scoring totals for the first half. This Eye on the Game brought to you by Canara Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Canara Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Canara Eye Care with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at CanaraEyeCare.com. All right, for the Augusta Orioles, they're led in scoring tonight by Caden McDaniel. He's got 8. Marcus McClanahan has 6. All of those from beyond the arc. Gavin Kaiser has 5. And Logan Ruddle
has 4 to round out the scoring for Augusta. For the Girard Trojans, they're led in scoring by Tommy McDowell. He's got 13 points in the first half. Brett Clevenger has 5, and Alex Kester and Colton Dressler have a bucket each to round out the scoring for Girard. Well, we're about 2 minutes away from tip-off here in the second half. Let's step away for our final break of the GN Bank halftime show. We'll be back with tip-off of the second half from here in Baldwin. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School. Set to get underway here in the second half. Trojans trailing the Augusta Orioles by 1. Augusta will have the ball to start the second half. That means the Trojans have the possession arrow in their favor now. Haskell with it. Into the corner. McClanahan, shot on the way, no good. Rebound, McDowell. We saw a little bit of this last night against Baldwin as these shooters got a little more fatigued as the game went on, Jess. Kind of affected the accuracy of their three-point shots. Hopefully that's the case tonight for the Trojans. Down low, McDowell going to work. Down low to Nigaman. He's fouled and the bucket. What a reverse layup by Luke Nigaman. He drew the contact and had the experience to know to just throw that shot up there. And he gets the fortunate bounce. The Trojans take the lead by 1, and Nigaman at the line trying to complete the three-point play. That's his first bucket of the night. Free throw in and out. Ugh, rough. That's the third lead change of the ball game. Trojans trailed it by as many as 8 about halfway through the second quarter. Able to come back here now, taking the 1-point lead early in the second half. Kaiser with it. Kicks it around into the corner. Haskell shot on the way, off the iron, no good. 2 Trojans. McDowell comes away with it. Nigaman looking down low, now kicks it around the perimeter. Into the corner to McDowell, looking down low. Now back up top for Luke. Damon reverses it again. Nigaman around to Kester. Down low to Clevenger, working with his back to the basket. And they'll keep it on the perimeter around to Kester. He'll pull up for a little 15-footer off the mark. Rebound, Nigaman, and the putback is good. 4 points for Luke Nigaman all here in the third quarter. Trojans by 3, matching their largest lead of the game. Try to get it down low to Kaiser. They're going to get Nigaman on the reach in. And that's Luke's third.
Yeah, that's going to get scary down the stretch here. Trojans committed a lot of fouls there early in this game, so.
Yep.
Haskell the inbound, up top, shot on the way from McClanahan, and he hits. Can't leave him alone. Out there up top, he's got 9 points, all of them from beyond the arc. And we're tied at 26. That pass deflected right in the hands of Aiden Damon, then he's fouled by McClanahan. That's his second. First team foul on Augusta here in the second half. McClanahan will sit. Logan Ruddle checks into the game for Augusta. Working it around the perimeter. McDowell with it. Down low to Damon. Turnaround jumper on the baseline. Won't go. Man, he's having a hard time finding the shot here in Baldwin. I'm sure Aiden Damon ready to get out of town.
Wow.
We're going to whistle this one on Clevenger. That's his third. Just seems a little slanted. Just some of these foul calls down low tonight. Colton Dressler into the game. Clevenger sits. More ball handling duties now for Alex Kester, who's also playing with 3 fouls. Shot on the way, off the top of the backboard, no good. Kester comes down with the rebound. Ahead to Nigaman. Finds a cutting McDowell. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Dressler, his shot no good. But there's a foul, and Colton will head to the line to shoot 2. Whistle this one on Gavin Kaiser. That's his first. Second team foul on Augusta. I'm sorry, third team foul on Augusta.
In and out there for Colton.
Second shot on the way for Dressler. Rattles around and falls. How about that? Trojans take the 1-point lead. Blackwell drives, and that's a charge into Luke Nigaman. That's 2 on Blackwell. Fourth team foul on Augusta. Trojans here trying to build on this 1-point lead. 5:15 to play, third quarter. McDowell with it in the corner. Pass telegraphed, almost picked off by Blackwell. But he slaps it out of bounds. It'll stay with Girard. And they're starting to jump some of these perimeter passes of the Trojans. They need to give a ball fake every now and then to keep the defenders honest. Nigaman with it. Up top to Damon. Around to McDowell. Looking down low for Kester. Now he'll put it on the floor. Dishes to Damon. Nigaman in the middle to Kester. Back out to Luke. Now down low to Damon on the wing. Into the middle of the lane. Dressler. Shot on the way is good. Turnaround jumper by Colton Dressler goes. He's got 5 points. Trojans lead it by 3. Blackwell, now Haskell, back to Blackwell. Back over the top to Haskell. Trojans playing some tight D out there on the perimeter. That one tracked down by Ruddle. It's just kind of thrown to an area of the floor. Ruddle walked with it, gets it into McDaniel. Into the corner, shot on the way from Blackwell, no good. Rebound McDowell, and he's going to put it on the floor. And now he pulls up. Trying to go cross court into the middle of the lane to Kester. Turnaround jumper rolls off, no good. Rebound, Dressler is put back, no good. And the rebound comes down to Augusta. Blackwell brought it in. Now Kaiser has it poked away from behind, turnover. Pass ahead, Trojans' first break of the night. Off the glass, Kester, no good. Nigeman with the rebound and the follow. 6 points for Luke Nigeman, all of them in the third quarter. And the Trojans open up their largest lead of the night, 31-26. Timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. And Trojans finally able to create a turnover and get some transition points.
Yeah, whatever they talked about at halftime's working. They're coming out, trading punches here, and they're starting to pull away. I hope they can continue to do that throughout the rest of this third period.
A lot of time left to play in the third, and a whole lot of time left in this game, but the Trojans seem to have found something that's working for them here in the third quarter. See if Augusta makes any defensive adjustments or if the Trojans are able to keep this momentum going coming out of the timeout here from Coach Petty. Augusta will have the ball coming out of the timeout. Scott Moore into the game for Girard. So it's Damon, Kester, Moore, Dressler, and McDowell on the floor right now. It's Luke Nigeman getting the rest for Girard. McDaniel with it at the elbow. Down low for Kaiser, a little off balance. Throws it back out for McDaniel. Tipped away and stolen by Aiden Damon. And there has to be a foul call somewhere there. All right, finally it comes, and they get Brody Haskell with the foul. That's his first. Oh, nope. Never mind. They're going to get that one on Kaiser. That's his third. 15 foul on Augusta here in the second half. Dressler with it on the wing. Around to Damon. Thought about a three, but he's had a hard time shooting the ball here, so he double clutches. That one's saved in by Dressler, and then McDowell can't handle it, loses his footing. The re-shot no good. What in the... Oh, my goodness.
Have you ever seen a foul before?
Kester with it, middle of the lane. McDowell kicks it out to Scott Moore on the wing. Up top to Kester. Trojans trying to add to a 5-point lead here with 2.5 left to play in the third. Damon's shot off the mark, just short, kind of faded away on it. And Augusta comes away with the rebound. Here they come on the offensive end. Haskell with it, driving, kicks it out to, and it's poked away. They're going to whistle Alex Kester for the reach on it as Logan Ruddle drove towards the basket. That's 4 fouls on Kester. As foul trouble starting to become a factor for both of these teams here. Kester playing with 4. And Luke Nigeman playing with 3, and Clevenger with 3 as well for Girard. Clevenger and Nigeman will come back onto the floor. McDowell and Kester will take a seat for Girard as Coach Westcott having to keep being creative with his lineups out there on the floor tonight as they're dealing with some injuries. Haskell gets it in, shot on the way from McDowell, rattles in. Actually, that was Caleb Martin on the shot, his first bucket of the game. Cuts the lead to 3. Dressler with it on the wing. Trojans looking for some offense here. Clevenger has it stripped away, and then they're going to whistle Brett with the foul.
He wasn't even touching him. It's all right. I mean, that's just it is what it is.
It is what it is. Kind of a frustration foul. He had it stripped away and tried to strip it back, and Trojans can't be happy with, I don't know, the majority of these calls, but you're going to have to deal with them down the stretch here. Minute 54 here in the third, and got a lot of basketball left to play, and Clevenger's going to have to be real smart playing with 4 fouls from here on out.
Yep. Clevenger with 4, Kester with 4, Luke has 3.
Over the top now, Haskell with it. Into the corner, McClanahan, shot on the way, off the mark, and the rebound tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Augusta. Trojans just having a heck of a time coming up with loose balls tonight. Just just not getting them. And it's really kind of a main theme in this game, among others. Over the top, McDaniel has to kick it out. Shot on the way, off the mark, rebounded by Scott Moore. The Trojans with it on the offensive end. McDowell will bring it up the floor. Spins into the lane, now kicks it back out for Dressler, and they'll slow it down. Damon down low for McDowell. Working off the glass is good. Tommy McDowell, 15 points. That's his first bucket of the second half, and it gives the Trojans a 5-point lead with about a minute 15. Shot on the way from McClanahan. He's been feeling it tonight. Trojans battle for the rebound, and Luke Nigaman comes up with it. And they're going to call a held ball there. And the possession arrow favors the Trojans, so they'll keep it. And, well, he didn't whistle foul on Nigaman.
Yeah, I guess that's the only positive out of that.
Damon will have it now. Back up top to Luke. Looking around for some help. Now gives it up to McDowell on the wing. Down to Dressler. Jumper on the baseline. Won't go, and they're going to get Scott Moore over the back on the rebound. That's Moore's first. 15 foul on the Trojans here in the second half. Moore's going to get a lot of minutes tonight, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
A lot more than usual tonight. But he's got 4 more fouls to give here and another quarter worth of basketball. If he can keep from committing one here in the final 40 seconds of this third quarter. Get it down to McDaniel. Back out to McClanahan. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound Moore.
Yeah, I agree with Scott. He's had enough too.
Yeah, you got to be kidding me.
The person right in front of the play did not make the whistle. Person from way behind the whole play blows the whistle.
This has not been the best job of officiating tonight. I'm just going to go out on a limb there and say it. Keisha can come after me if they want. But all you got to do is watch the tape.
Here's what it is.
Yep. It's part of high school athletics. They're
doing.
Got to adapt to the officiating. Oh. They're going to go ahead and give it to Augusta, even though one official who had the better angle on it said, no, that's not a double dribble. Damon in the middle of the lane to McDowell, has it stripped away. Dressler comes away with it for Girard. And it's tipped out of bounds, last touch by Augusta. It'll stay with the Trojans, but man, that frenetic little possession there could have gone either way a couple times. Trojans fortunate to keep it. Flanahan will take a seat for Augusta. Logan Pfeiffer checks into the game. Trojans hanging on to a 5-point lead. Gonna try and get the last shot to fall here as Dressler throws it away. And somebody's going to get a foul.
No, call it jump here.
They call it a jump ball.
Yep.
And Pfeiffer, who just checked into the game for Augusta, kind of got the worst end of that one, and he comes up limping. Certainly hope he's okay. Yeah, they just was a scramble for the ball. It looks like his ankle or his knee or something. But it's going to be Augusta basketball here with 3.9, so a lot of time for the Orioles to get a shot.
No foul. Oh, imagine that.
McDaniel's first bucket of the second half. Cuts the lead to 2. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. You're watching Trojan basketball on a Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crochan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crochan.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School. Baldwin, Kansas, getting set for the fourth quarter. Trojans leading the Augusta Orioles 33-31 here as we come down the stretch. This one's been nip and tuck. We've had 4 lead changes in the game. Trojans trailed by as many as 8 in the second quarter. Came back to cut it to 1 at halftime. Built a 5-point lead, now down to 3 here to start the fourth quarter. Dressler with it, up top to Nigaman. McDowell with it. Trojans want to get a high-quality shot here as Damon dribbles into the lane, kicks it back out to Nigaman. Shot on the way from McDowell for 3, short. Needs to follow his shot, and the Trojans come up empty. Augusta with the rebound, McClanahan with it. Get it down low to Kaiser, and he had a really good look, couldn't get it to fall. McDowell comes away with the rebound for Girard, and that was a golden opportunity there for Augusta. As Kaiser wide open under the bucket. Nigaman will try the 3 for Girard, off the mark. Rebound comes down to Dressler. And yep. 3-pointer on the way from McClanahan, won't go. Out of bounds, Trojan basketball.
Dressler couldn't make the basket with both guys hanging off of him, so.
You might want to check and make sure he's still got a wallet after that.
Yep.
Into the corner to McDowell. He'll step in, pulls up for a 15-footer and hits. 17 points for McDowell. Trojans on top by 4. McClanahan with it to Kaiser at the free throw line. Kaiser into the lane. They wave off the shot. They're going to call the foul on the floor. And they get Scott Moore with this one. So if there's somebody you want to take a foul for the Trojans, it's Scott. And that's a 6th foul on the Trojans, 2nd on Moore. Haskell to inbound, gets it into McClanahan. Shot on the way over Nigaman. No good, but the rebound and the putback there for Kaiser as he had perfect position. 7 points for Kaiser. And the Trojan lead is 2. Into the corner, McDowell puts it on the floor. He's shoved and throws it off the defender. And he's looking at the referee in disbelief. All you got to do is scroll back there on YouTube and watch that. That was clearly a shove in the back. But good times. Gets it into Moore. To Nigaman on the near side. Up top to Damon. He'll try the 3. And he hits! Aiden Damon has had a heck of a weekend trying to shoot the ball here in Baldwin, but he finally gets a big 3-point bucket to fall. And that could be good news for a shooter like Damon to start warming up here. Trojans lead it by 5. Trojans are going to need his points. McDaniel pulls up for the 3, won't go. Rebound comes down to Kaiser, and he's going to get called for a push on the rebound. It'll be Trojan basketball. Of all the foul calls in this game, Jess, I got to say, I didn't really see that one. I thought that was pretty clean by Kaiser, but if you're a Trojan fan, you'll take it.
Well, here
Ruddle will sit, and Blackwell back into the game.
And Kester's back in with his 4 fouls, so.
Laying it on the line here for the Trojans. McDowell down low to Colton Dressler. His pass picked off as he got too deep and had to try and pass out of trouble there. McClanahan almost walked with it, gives it up to Blackwell for 3, off the mark, and it's out of bounds, Trojan basketball. McDaniel made a valiant attempt to try and save it off of McDowell, but couldn't quite. And the Trojans will have it back here leading by 5 with 5:10 left to play here in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm trying to say.
Right, and I would try to maybe slow this down to a snail's crawl here.
Nope,
or
Damon going to pull the trigger, hits a 3. There it is. I said that first make could have been big for Aiden Damon, and it was. He hits 2 threes on 2 on 2 of 3 possessions for the Trojans. And what's going on? The officials not granting a timeout?
Or no one called one.
Nobody called a timeout?
Right.
Okay. Nonetheless, Trojans leading at 41-33, under 5 to play here, fourth quarter. And it's got to be a good feeling for Coach Westcott to see Aiden get a couple of jump shots to fall as they get it down low to Kaiser. And Kester's got to play it soft underneath, trying not to pick up his 5th. And Kaiser's able to get the bucket. He's got 9 points. And the lead back to 6 for Girard. Down low to Nigaman. In the lane to Dressler. And he's fouled with the reach on the floor. I think they're going to get McClanahan with the reach.
Still should be 1-1 here.
For Dressler. Nope, they don't. They get Brody Haskell with the foul. That's his first. And Dressler will shoot the 1-1 as the Trojans are now in the bonus. Isaiah Blackwell sits, and Logan Ruddle checks back into the game for Augusta. Shot on the way by Dressler is good. 6 points, tonight for Colton. Trying to make it 7 right here. And he does. Pushes the Trojan lead to 8. Our highest lead to the ball game. Haskell with it. Trying to get it down low, and he's fouled. Dressler commits the reach foul against Kaiser down low. I have that as Colton's first, but that can't be right.
They have it.
That's his second.
Yeah.
There we go, yeah. It seems more realistic at this point. And Kaiser will step to the line to shoot 2.
1-1, hopefully.
Oh, 1-1. I'm sorry. He's 3 of 4 from the stripe tonight. So if you're Augusta, this guy you want on the line. He rattles the first one in. 10 points now for Kaiser. McClanahan will check out. And Caleb Martin into the game for Augusta. Now Logan Pfeiffer getting set to check in. Good to see him up and okay. The shot is good for Kaiser. He's 5 of 6 from the line tonight.
Here comes a press by Augusta.
See how the Trojans handle it. And if there's an area where they might be hurting a little bit, it's ball handling, but they break that press pretty easily. And Damon left open for 3. He'll take it, and he hits. 9 points for Aiden Damon, all in the fourth quarter, all from behind the arc. And the Trojans lead by 9. Biggest lead of the night. Now the pressure starting to turn up a little bit on the Orioles. McDaniel cross court to Haskell, into the corner. Back up top, back over to McDaniel. He'll try the 3, off the mark. Rebound, Nigaman. And he battles for the ball, keeps possession, takes a shot to the nose. He appears to be okay. You know, Jess, that's blur your eyes. And there's a blocking foul against Isaiah Blackwell. That's 3, I believe, on Blackwell.
We'll put Kester to the line.
Kester will step to the line. He hit some big free throws down the stretch. last night against Baldwin to help secure the win for the Trojans. There's been a couple of nights of pretty good high school basketball here for Trojan fans and the viewers of Girard Sports Live. Chiefs leading Jacksonville 17-10. I can't see the time on your tiny phone screen there, but Kester misses the first. Rebound to McDaniel. McDaniel down the floor, dishes to Kaiser. His shot's good, and they're going to whistle a foul. McDowell's trying to get the call on the floor. The official's not listening. They're going to whistle the
Kester.
bucket good, and they whistle the foul on Alex Kester, and that's going to foul Kester out of the game.
Kester's like, no way, I'm just standing there. How's that a foul on me? But that's what they called.
Ooh, yeah, you know, it's not the first tonight. Kind of head scratcher for you. Coach Westcott doing what he can. So now, Brett Clevenger into the game playing with 4 fouls. And this is a long 3.5 minutes here for the Girard Trojans. But everybody getting a chance to catch a breath here a little bit as we have a second halftime. Waiting for the substitution. Now Kaiser going to try and complete the 3-point play. Shot is good. And this kid can make some free throws, can he?
Yes, he can.
Trojan lead down to 6. 3.5 to play. And here comes that full court pressure. Trojans better get ready. Gets it into McDowell. Ahead to Damon across the timeline. Drives baseline, back out to Luke. And then throws it away, looking for Tommy McDowell. Exactly what the Trojans didn't need. And now that gives the ball back to Augusta. Just 7 seconds off the clock there.
Yep.
So that full court press worked exactly like Coach Ryan Petty wanted it to. Trojans got into their half court, but just never settled down. Now into the corner, McLaughlin will put it on the floor, up top to McDaniel, down low, Rugland gets the reverse layup, Ruddle does, and cuts the lead to 4. There's a timeout on the floor, and it's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here, Jess, and this one going to get real interesting and nerve-wracking for the Trojans down the stretch. This foul trouble, say what you want about the calls, situation is what it is, and the Trojans dealing with some real foul trouble here down the stretch, and they could see a lot of young players see some playing time and some clutch minutes of this game.
Right, and to go to free throws, like I said, take care of the ball. They break the press and then turn it over once they get in their half-court offense.
And it all comes off of the missed free throw. You know, it's just you got to, at some point in time, be able to shut the door on teams, and the Trojans just, we saw it last night, kept leaving it open for Baldwin, and they were fortunate to come away with the win, but the door very much open here for Augusta. With 3:10 left to play, Trojans by 4. And they really need to burn some time on the offensive end. Oh, almost another turnover. It's just not looking real smooth as they break the timeline. Now a half-court trap, and McDowell turns it over. McDaniel on the run with the dunk, and it's going about as bad as something can go for the Trojans. Here in this fourth quarter, leading it by 2, finally into a half-court set. Nigaman with it, up top to McDowell, thought about a 3. Now he'll put it on the floor and loses it out of bounds. It'll stay with Girard. Augusta fans wanted the turnover, but the official says it's going to stay right here. Woof! Hope you brought your Pepto-Bismol. Tums, whatever your preferred flavor of antacid. McDowell with it on the far side. On the elbow, middle of the lane to Nigaman. And he draws the foul, and he'll head to the line. They're going to get Logan Pfeiffer, I believe, with that one. Let's see who they whistled that on. Yep, it is Pfeiffer. It's the 9th team foul on Augusta. Luke's first shot, no good. Man, Trojans could really use to make some free throws here in this fourth quarter. Make this game a lot less interesting. Not helping themselves out a whole lot. Nigaman misses them both. Man, you could just feel it, Jess. You feel the nervousness and the frustration off of the Trojans, and the Orioles know that the door's open now. They try, it's a big possession here. Defensively for Girard, don't foul. Clevenger working up top. He's playing with 4 fouls. McDowell playing with 3. Nigaman playing with 3, and a 3-point bucket by McClanahan, and he's been there to get the big 3-point bucket all night. For Augusta, and he cashes in again. There's a timeout on the floor, full timeout. We'll take it as well. Trojans trailing it by 1, 47-46. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Welcome back to Baldwin High School. Trojans led by as many as 8. Now they trail by 1 as Augusta's just come roaring back in this game. The Trojans have missed a lot of free throws down the stretch, and Baldwin's gotten some clutch three-pointers. It's been the story, or not Baldwin, Augusta. He's gotten some clutch three-pointers all night. It's kind of been the story of this game. Trojans got into foul trouble early in the game, and it's really coming back to bite them here in the second half. Alex Kester's fouled out. Clevenger's playing with 4 fouls. I believe Nigaman's playing with 3. He's got the ball right now on the blocks. Back up top to Damon. Out to Dressler as the Trojans try to run this possession down. Damon fading away, way short on the 3. And the air ball comes down to McDaniel. And Augusta really can slow it down now, playing with this 1-point lead. Blackwell into the corner to McDaniel. He drives baseline into Nigaman. And they got Luke with a blocking foul. Well, this is going to be a game Trojan fans don't want to, watch a bunch of times, Jess.
Yeah.
It's pretty frustrating tonight. Pretty frustrating. And that's 4 on Nigaman. Hit him with that thing. Oh. Hey, see there, Jess? There's a job skill.
Right.
Yeah.
Last night we had a bunch of grade school kids running around with those sweat mops in their hand.
Yeah. There, after some maintenance, now McDaniel at the line to shoot a pair. First one off the mark. Second one on the way is good. The lead is 2 for Augusta. Trojans. Big possession here for Girard. Timeout on the floor. Coach Westcott wants to talk it over. Full timeout. Big possession when we come back. Trojans trailing it by 2. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Minute 7 left to play. Trojans trailing by 2. They have the ball coming out of the timeout. Here in the championship game of the Baldwin Invitational. Trojans battling through some injuries tonight. Also dealing with some foul trouble. Playing without Aiden Troike. Without Ethan Brooks. Luke Nigeman playing a little bit dinged up. And Alex Kester is fouled out of this game. So the options becoming more and more limited for Coach Westcott as we come down this crucial 67 seconds left in this game. Nigeman has it off the inbound. Clock ticks down, under a minute to play as they get it to McDowell on the baseline. Shot on the way from Tommy is good. And we're tied once again, 6th tie of the game. We're tied at 48. 19 points for Tommy McDowell. McDaniel gives it up. Now this is Blackwell. Kaiser with it. Haskell. Now Blackwell. Back to Haskell. Thought about a 3, now kicks it out to McDaniel. Long possession here for Augusta. Looks like they may be holding for last shot. Trojans might want to foul here, maybe?
I don't know what you want to do.
I don't either. Back to Haskell, now in the corner to McDowell. Up top, somebody's going to have to take a shot here for Augusta. 3, 2, Blackwell hoists one up, no good. And we're headed overtime here at the Baldwin Invitational in the championship game. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with overtime action. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Celebrate, recognize, build. That's the promise of Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Owners Greg and Missy Scott are committed to helping their customers celebrate special moments, recognize achievements, and build relationships. With a huge selection of Trojan gear, plaques and awards, custom leather patch hats, trophies, and so much more. Plus, while you're there, stop in next door to find the latest fashions from Aubrey at Scott & Company. Wilbert Signature Awards and Engraving. Learn more at wilbertawards.com or call 620-724-0341.
Well, 4 quarters weren't quite enough to decide this one. Trojans headed to overtime with the Augusta Orioles, tied at 48 here at the end of regulation. Trojans again battling some foul trouble, battling some injuries, and short-handed here for this final 4 minutes of overtime as Luke Nigeman set to tip it off here against McDaniel. I have to reset this. Everybody a little twitchy.
think they're lined up wrong. Maybe not. Nope. Going to scoot them back.
Just need to respect personal space. McDaniel gets the better, and Augusta controls the tip. They'll have the ball to begin overtime. Luke Dingeman playing with 4 fouls. Clevenger playing with 4 fouls for Girard. Colton Dressler pulls down the rebound. Off the miss by Ruddle. Tommy McDowell's pass slapped away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. And Trojans need to take care of the basketball, and that means making smart passes. Dingeman set to inbound for Girard. Over the top to McDowell. Thought about a 3. Now down to Luke. Turnaround jumper in the lane. Short of the mark. McDaniel tracks down the rebound for Augusta. And now they got a chance to take the lead. Haskell, Euro step into the lane. Won't go. Rebound comes down to McDowell. Kaiser fell down on the play, but appears to be doing okay. Shot on the way from McDowell, no good. Needs to hustle back. Dingeman playing with 4 fouls, couldn't do anything there to stop McDaniel. And it's a 2-point lead now for Augusta. Dowell shot that 3 from the corner and then trailed down the floor. Pass inside by Dressler is turned over. It's a lot of guys being asked to make some big plays and do things that maybe they haven't been used to, Jess, and that's, I think, why we're seeing more turnovers tonight of the Trojans than we might be accustomed to. Of course, you credit your opponent as well. Haskell with it. He'll put it on the floor. Has it poked away. It ends up with McLaughlin. Now Blackwell back to Haskell. Over the top to McDaniel, and he can't handle the pass. It ends up with Luke Dingeman. Trojans come up with the turnover there. Now slow it down here in the half-court offense. You need to make some good passes. Try and come away with a high percentage shot here if you're Girard. Something going towards the basket. McDowell shot no good. Dressler can't bring in the rebound, and it ends up in the hands of McLaughlin, and it's been that kind of night, tracking down rebounds and loose balls for Girard. And again, it ends up with Augusta. There's another loose ball. And these officials are just letting this stuff go, man. There's a lot of after the whistle stuff going on, pushing and shoving going on down the floor, and these guys are just totally oblivious.
Yep.
Timeout on the floor, full timeout. We'll stay right here. Why not? You hate to see a championship game kind of go down the way this one is. But this one is just not been pretty tonight.
Well, down 2, minute 22. Augusta was awarded the timeout with the ball rolling across the floor. So I think they're going to maintain possession.
Nobody had possession.
Right.
They were given a timeout. And then McDowell took a shot after the whistle. He also took a shove coming down the floor earlier. It's getting a little chippy, needless to say, here coming down stretch in overtime. Kaiser has it stripped away, gets it back into the corner to McLaughlin. Once again, Augusta tracks down a loose ball. Uncanny tonight. Haskell with it. They got the 2-point lead. Trojans are going to have to put a little pressure on them, make them do something with it. McClanahan wide open, decides not to take the three. They can just exhaust this clock here if the Trojans don't do something quickly, and Dressler finally fouls Logan Ruddle, and he'll head to the line. It looks like he'll be shooting 2 here for Augusta, but Trojans had no choice. Got to stop that clock. Augusta content to just throw it around and not take a shot, strategery, Jess.
Right. No shot clock in high school basketball.
Oh, in fact, you could take a 2-point lead in the first quarter and
that's all you need.
Just throw the ball around the rest of the game. As long as you get stops a few times. Ruddle hit the first and misses the second. Nigaman with the rebound for the Trojans. 44 seconds. Girard trailing by 3. Need to get Aiden Damon the ball in position to shoot as they get it down low to Dressler. And it fouls on the floor, and Colton will head to the line to shoot a pair. Stops the clock with 37.1.
Kind of what Augusta needed right there.
Dressler's 3 for 4 from the free throw line tonight, so these are a couple big free throws here for Girard. It's exactly what Augusta needed right there. But for the Trojans, silver lining is it stops the clock. You have an opportunity to score here. And Dressler drops the first one. Colton's 4 for 5 from the line. No free throw bigger than this one right here, and I'd expect to see maybe some full court pressure from Girard coming out of this, Jess. First one short second one short for Dressler. 2-point lead for Augusta. There's a foul committed against Haskell by Aiden Damon. 3 on Damon. But stops the clock with 33.8.
Well, this only works if Augusta can't make free throws.
Free throw contest here from the rest down the stretch here. Chiefs just scored a touchdown.
Whoop, whoop. And Augusta just made their free throw.
Well, the world is give and take, Jess. That's Haskell's first point of the game. Comes from the free throw line here to give the Orioles a 3-point lead. Second shot on the way is good. That's what you want out of an experienced guard, the ability to make some shots from the free throw line down the stretch. One of the many things you want. Now the Trojans, 33 seconds, trailing by 4. Got to get something here offensively. It doesn't have to be a 3.
So you don't need a 3 yet.
Into the lane to McDowell, thrown away. Foul's going to be against Nigaman, I believe, and that'll be 5 on Luke.
Wow.
Well, what a game, Jess.
Yep. And we talked about it early, whether or not you're going to have to stay out of foul trouble.
Weren't able to do that.
No.
It's been a back and forth game. Both teams have had their runs tonight, but foul trouble really biting the Trojans here down the stretch.
Yep, Augusta's going to be on the last run they needed.
Off the glass and in for Mark Sam Price. His first point of the ball game. Augusta by 5 here with 24.5. And he makes them both. Trojans now, desperation time, need a shot quickly. Damon really doesn't have time to mess around with it. You're going to have to hoist a shot here if you're Girard. That one tipped away. Ends up with Clevenger. Back to Damon. He finally launches one way short off the mark. Augusta ball. And that's probably going to do it, I'm sure. Coach Westcott probably about to call off the Dogs as much as he hates to here with 10.8 remaining. Frustrating loss tonight here for the Trojans, barring some sort of miracle.
And it looks like he's going to give it one more try here.
And get it in. Now they're not going to foul. No. Just trying to create a turnover coming up the floor. And Augusta's going to hold on to it for the win. The Trojans fall tonight in most frustrating fashion, 55-49 in the championship game of the Baldwin Invitational. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance post-game show. You've been watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Walnut, Hepler, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back to Baldwin, Kansas. Baldwin High School. Trojans fall tonight 49-55 to the Augusta Orioles in a physical back and forth, up and down game that went all the way to overtime. And congratulations to Augusta, the champions of this year's Baldwin Invitational Tournament. Let's first let you know that our post-game show is brought to you by Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance. Leah has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. Let Leah and her staff find the right coverage for your personal or business needs. To learn more, call 620-670-4590. Proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Let's take a look at some of those scoring totals for the ball game. First off, for the Augusta Orioles, they're led in scoring by Caden McDaniel. He finished with 16 points. Gavin Kaiser finished with 14. Logan Ruddle added 10. Marcus McClanahan had 9. And Sam Price, Caleb Martin, and Brady Haskell added a bucket each to round out the scoring for Augusta. For the Girard Trojans, they're led in scoring by Tommy McDowell. He finished with 19. Aiden Damon finished with 9, all of those in the fourth quarter from beyond the arc. Colton Dressler had 8. Luke Diggeman finished with 6, and Brett Clevenger had 5, and Alex Kester added a bucket to round out the scoring for the Girard Trojans. Those game totals brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car is anything short of totaled, then take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. Maybe have a chance to talk to Coach Westcott. Maybe just let him get on the bus and head home. Maybe so we can watch a little bit of the Chiefs.
Yeah,
in action right now.
They haven't even hit the locker room yet. It's been some post-tournament awards.
Yeah, so we probably won't get Coach tonight, but we will have him coming up down the stretch here, throughout the season.
2 home games next week. So.
Yep, on Girard Sports Live. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School. Trojans fall tonight, 55-49, a frustrating game to the Augusta Orioles. Trojans will take home second place here in the Baldwin Invitational. Augusta will take home the trophy for first place. And Trojans back in action next week. Who we got next week, Jess? I can't even remember. I know they're both home games.
Yeah, I can tell. We got Colgan Friday night because that's homecoming. But who we play Tuesday has slipped my mind.
No idea.
Right.
We'll have them here on Girard Sports Live. Both of those games next week from Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium in Girard. And, of course, basketball homecoming, all the festivities go with that. If your friends and family are outside of the area and they want to watch some of the homecoming festivities, we'll have those for you here as part of our broadcast on Girard Sports Live. We'll get our commercials in one way or another.
Yep.
In that one. But I think that's going to do it for us here from Baldwin. For Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Ledner saying thanks for joining us. Trojans come up short tonight, 55-49 to the Augusta Orioles. They'll take home second place, back in action next week at home. You've been watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
You've been watching Trojan Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crockhand, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, G&N Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter. Thanks for watching, and don't miss us next time right here on Girard Sports Live.